Hey guys, so I am getting ready to film. So I actually tried today and I did my makeup. So there's that. I brought some chocolate up here because I'm hungry and I want to eat some chocolate. But I gotta find something to wear. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna wear. Trying to find a shirt to wear to film in, and I'm not sure. Micah's supposed to be mowing the lawn because it really needs to be mowed. But yeah, so I'm trying to find something to wear. I don't know how many videos I'll film today. Let's see, so I'll get one shirt. And I'll do two shirts just in case I decide to film two videos. But let's see, get some earrings. Alrighty. But yeah, Micah's supposed to be mowing the lawn. So he went out this morning to get the supplies, the gas and the oil for the mower, and hopefully that will go well. So I'm going to sit down and film, and I will see you guys in a little. Hey guys, so I should turn this light on. That's not much better, but I'm shiny. This is off to a great start, isn't it? Okay, let's try again. Hey guys, so I am not doing much. I just finished cleaning this room. You can see it's all nice and pretty. The dogs haven't destroyed it yet. Their toys are still in their toy bin for the most part. But I literally spent like 2 or 3 hours spraying each individual tile with bleach. Not bleach, it's like Tile-X, but it's got bleach in it. And taking a toothbrush and scrubbing in between the tiles. And it smells good. It smells clean. And I'm super happy about it. And I hope it stays that way for a while, which I doubt it will, but we'll see. So part of the reason why I did that was because, is that acne? Yeah, it is. Great. Part of the reason why I did that was because I've been watching this show called Obsessive Compulsive Cleaners. That's what it's called. But it's basically, I think it's a UK show. Yuna, stop digging that, please. See, Yuna has this terrible habit of scratching up her bed. And earlier I noticed Holly was doing that. And I was like, Yuna, you're teaching bad habits. So she can scratch the bed, but I don't want her to scratch like the cushions and stuff. Anyway, but so I've been watching this Obsessive Compulsive Cleaner show. And it's basically a UK show. I don't think it's on TV anymore. Just because like up to like 5 seasons or more are on, full seasons and full episodes are on YouTube, so I don't think it's a show anymore. But if you haven't heard of it, which I don't know how many people have, because I've never heard of it until recently, and I started deep diving on YouTube and that's how I found out. But basically these some diagnosed, some undiagnosed OCD people, you start off the episode and you're introduced to this person or couple of people who are super into cleaning, who spend like 20 plus hours a week cleaning their home, who, you know, there's this one guy who replaces his toilet seat every month. There's another guy who cleans the toilet after every single use, after any person who uses it, he'll go in there and clean it every single time. There's a lady who bathes her children in, I think it's called Dettol or whatever, but it's like an antibacterial thing. I don't know. It's like a surface cleaner, I think. I don't think you should be bathing your children in it. But she does that like once a week with her kids. So there's like all these people who are super, super high maintenance with their cleaning. And they start to recognize that they're having like an issue with cleaning, you know, that maybe they're cleaning too much and it's having an effect on like their family life and their social life and all that stuff. And so they decide to take 4 days away from their home and from cleaning, and they go and visit basically a hoarder's house, and they help them clean their house. Not all the time are they hoarders, but a lot of the time, you know, they're hoarders. Without like explicitly saying that these people are hoarders, you can just tell by the state of their house. They have, you know, piles and piles and piles of just stuff laying around where you can hardly walk. There was one lady who, like, her whole dining room was taken up by stuff. You had to, like, climb over things, crawl under things to get to rooms. But it's been like a really interesting show to watch because you have these super clean people who get thrown into these situations that are like super unclean and super disgusting, and people who haven't cleaned their toilets in like years, people who haven't changed their bed sheets in years, people who haven't cleaned anything in any part of their house in years, and it's disgusting. So I've been watching that show, and now I'm just like in a cleaning mood, and I'm like looking at stuff on my house, and I'm like, I need to pick that up. I need to clean that. I need to do something about that. And so yeah, so basically today when I got home, well, I kind of decided this too, just like, I mean, the show helped to like influence my decision. What's she chewing on? Oh, okay. But Holly, stop chewing on that, please. But basically, since I've been watching that show, I've been wanting to clean my house now and like really clean it. And so what I've been doing today so far, it is, what time is it? It's 5:01, and I decided I was going to go to class this morning, got that done, and I wanted to come home, and I was going to spend today and tomorrow kind of cleaning up the house. So today, like I said, I like deep clean that room. So I scrubbed the floor, like I put on my pretty pink gloves, and I got a bucket of hot water and some Pine Sol and then the Tialex spray, and I got in there and I cleaned the floors, and they look so much better. Like, I know it's probably hard to tell, and I should have done like a before and after, but I was just like, I knew it was gonna take me a long time, so I didn't want to waste any time. But it looks so much better, and it smells clean, which is the biggest thing, because right now Holly is having some tummy issues, and so that room has smelled like piss and shit, and it, like, you know, wafts throughout the house, and I don't want people coming over here and like smelling that. And so after I cleaned it, like, now all it does is smell like, you know, it smells like a swimming pool, you know, so it smells like a very clean smell, and I love it. I'm super happy that it's clean now. I know it's not going to stay clean for that long, but, you know, I'll take it for today. And then I swept this room, so I didn't vacuum it, but I took a broom to this room and to the dining room and swept up a bunch of stuff, and then I did the litter box. And then I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to vacuum the whole house, and then do some laundry tomorrow. But like I said, like I mentioned before, Holly is having some tummy issues. So she's always had that since we got her. The first night we got her, when she had her first bowel movement, it was like a bunch of grass and a bunch of like stuff that she shouldn't have been eating. So the people we got her from obviously didn't watch her very well, and just kind of let her roam around and do whatever she wanted. And so I think she's gotten in this bad habit of thinking that she can just chew on whatever she wants. With that being said, she has done incredible damage to our windowsills. So we have this molding around our windowsills, as most people do, and she's literally chewed off the paint and chewed parts of the wood off of the windowsill. So we've kind of had to barricade the windows. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a gate back there. Let me bark at, just barking at Yuna. There's like a gate pushed against the windowsill, and there's just like a barricade. Holly, stop barking. There's just a barricade there to try to keep her from chewing on it, because it's not good for her and it's expensive to fix. So I don't know exactly how we're going to end up fixing it. Once she becomes an outside dog, it'll be a lot easier to maintain the room and the state of our house. But I think what we'll have to do is probably just take some really rough sandpaper and just sand it down as much as we can and paint over it, and it'll look weird, you know, but it won't be as noticeable as it is right now. Because right now, if I took away the barriers, like, that would be the first thing you would see, are the teeth marks and the exposed wood, the not white painted wood, the brown wood that is splintering off from where she's chewed it. So yeah, we'll have to figure out a solution to fix it. If you have any suggestions, that would be great. But yeah, so we are trying to at least barricade it off so she can't get to it. But anyway, so I'm getting off track. So since we got Holly, she's always had kind of some tummy issues. Like I said, the first night we got her, she pooped out a lot of stuff she shouldn't be eating. And then since then, we've been feeding her pedigree puppy chow, which is what we fed Yuna and what we fed Lucy when they were puppies. And both dogs did very, very well with that. Yuna still prefers the puppy chow because if Holly, you know, strays away from her bowl, which isn't often, but sometimes, Yuna will go over there and try to eat Holly's food, and Holly will go over to Yuna's bowl and try to eat Yuna's food. So both puppies are very interested in each other's meals, but Holly did not. We asked the people we got her from what kind of food they're feeding her, and they told us pedigree puppy chow. We said great, because that's what we've fed our dogs in the past. And so we went out, we bought a huge bag of it, and it's sitting over there, also helping to barricade our windowsills. And we've been feeding her that ever since we got her, but her stools have not gotten any more normal. The best way I can describe it, which is gross and disgusting, so you have been forewarned, is usually 1 out of every 5 poops she has will just be pure liquid. Like, there is no solid coming out. It is literally like pure liquid diarrhea. The rest of her poops are about the texture of kinetic sand. And I know that's a weird comparison, but that's the only way I can describe it, because I've had, you know, I've had kinetic sand when I was younger, and I would play with it, and you know that texture of when you like lift it up and it starts to kind of crumble apart, and that texture when it's crumbling apart is literally what it looks like when I pick up her poops. And it's always been like that. It's never been solid. It's always been very soft, but it hasn't always been like straight up liquid. So like I said, before it was like 1 out of every 5 poops she would have just straight, you know, diarrhea. And then after that, the rest of her poops would be Mr. J. He's trying to figure out how to get into his food box, which is getting close to figuring it out. But anyway, and then the rest of her poops would be like, you know, soft stool. So I talked to her vet. When we went to her first vet appointment, I told him, I said, you know, she's been having these issues with her bowel movements. And he said, if it doesn't get better within a week, you know, call us back. We'll make another appointment. We'll check her out again, see if we can figure something out. So a week went by, it didn't get any better, and so I called him back, because we have Yuna, obviously, who's a normal dog, who has normal bowel movements, and so we know what's normal and what's not normal. So Holly's BMs did not get any better, so I, of course, you know, me, I called the vet and I talked to him, or I called Banfield, which is who we take Holly and Yuna to, and I told the lady, like, I saw this doctor. He told me to call back if, you know, Holly's bowel movements didn't get any better. And so I made another appointment for her yesterday to go see him again, and I wanted to make sure that I saw the same vet. I'm usually not very picky with making sure that Holly sees the exact same vet every time, and I wasn't picky like that with Yuna. As long as they saw a vet, that's all that really mattered to me. But I knew that he was familiar with her and with, you know, her case, and so I wanted to make sure that he saw her again, just because he was the one who checked up on her on the first go around. So I saw him again, and he recommended that we give her some basically extra strength parasite killers. So as a puppy, and all puppies go through this phase of having to be dewormed. If you've ever had a puppy, you know that just from being a puppy, literally from being a puppy, they have parasites in their stomach, they have worms in their stomach, and they just need to be dewormed, and it'll flush it out of their system eventually. Holly, when they did the fecal exam and looked at her fecal sample, they didn't see any concerning parasites. They didn't really see any parasites, but they said that there are some, worms and some parasites that are harder to find just by doing a fecal sample and a fecal exam. So they wanted to just do like a very broad spectrum treatment to kill whatever little parasites may be hanging in there. So they gave me 2 different medications to give her. One is a little bit more, goes for a longer period of time than the other one. One lasts about 5 days, the other one only lasts 3 days. And so they told me I could give both of them to her yesterday. She suggested I gave them about 15 minutes apart because she didn't want them to, make her nauseous or whatever. So I said, okay. So I gave her one of the syringes of liquid medicine before dinner and then one after dinner. And since then, she's had very, very, very frequent bowel movements, and they have been a lot worse than they usually are. So like I said before, like 1 in every 5 bowel movement would just be like diarrhea, but now, like last night, poor Micah, he came home from work because I did this in the evening for her dinner because obviously she didn't have her appointment until the afternoon, so I didn't get the medicine until dinner time. But all through the night, like when Micah got home, he said that he had to clean up about 10 of Holly's messes, and there were still more this morning when I got up. So Holly is, I don't know why that happened. I don't know if that's a side effect of the medicine. I don't know if that was something that I needed to be concerned about. And so I called the vet again this morning because I knew that that wasn't normal for her, because she usually has maybe 4 bowel movements a day, maybe 5 total. She'll have about, in the morning, 1 or 2 at night, and then like after breakfast and after dinner, and then maybe 1 or 2 in the middle of the day. So she doesn't go, and she especially doesn't go like 10 times in the middle of the night. If anything, she'll go maybe once or twice in the middle of the night, but that's rare. And so I knew that that wasn't normal for her, and they were 90% of them were very, very loose stools and diarrhea. And so I know this is like a really long segment about my dog's poop. I'm sorry, but that's my life. So anyway, so I called the vet back this morning. I asked them, why is this happening? Is this normal? Should I be concerned about this? Of course, the vet wasn't there. So the lady I spoke to said, can I take a message? I told her my issue. She said, okay. And then within like 5 minutes, she called me back. And they're super nice there because she knew that I was like concerned, and I think she was a little like, that doesn't sound normal. So she went and asked another vet on call, and that vet suggested that she wrote Holly prescription for, this special food that they have. It's called Royal Canine. I don't know if it's all types of the Royal Canine food that you have to have a vet prescribe that to your animal, or if you can buy that normally. But the one that I got, the vet had to prescribe it for you in order for you to purchase it. So she prescribed, I think it's called gastrointestinal or something like that, special dog food for Holly, and she said that it was very bland, and it shouldn't, cause her any issues, because one of the issues maybe Holly is allergic to something in the puppy chow. Maybe some ingredient in the puppy chow is not settling with her right, and that's why she's having, these loose stools that aren't getting better. Because even if we were feeding her a different type of dog food than the original people were feeding her, by this point in time she should have adapted, and she should have had normal stools, but she has not. And so I went ahead and I got the prescribed dog food, so I'm going to try that tonight. And they also gave me some probiotic powder to sprinkle on top of that, to also maybe help with any bacterial issues that may be going on in her stomach. So I'll keep you guys updated. I won't give you as in-depth of detail about Holly's poop as I just did, but I will keep you guys updated and let you know if it's improved, if it's gotten worse, and what the vet has said come Friday. so other than that, other than the very fun topic of poop, I pretty much don't have anything else to tell you. That was pretty much the biggest thing that's happened so far today, is I've been cleaning and taking care of Holly, which this hasn't slowed her down by any means. She is still super active, super hyper. She still loves to eat. This has not slowed her down, but it's a big mess for me to clean up. It's a very big, gross mess for me to clean up, and I would just like this issue to be solved. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. But I'm going to sit down and relax because, like I said, I've been cleaning basically since I got home at like 1:30, and it's almost like 5:30. No, it's 5:15. Still kind of close. It's like halfway to 5:30. But anyway, so I'm going to sit down, which I am, but I'm going to relax and chill out and watch some TV and watch some Hulu, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Good morning, you guys. Excuse me. Also excuse my appearance. I just got up not too long ago and fed the pups and the kittens, and took them outside, let them run around and play for a little bit. Both pups are getting a bath today, and I'm doing some more cleaning today. And I gotta sneeze because my allergies are killing me. Oh, she left me a ball. So cute. Go get it. She like set it in this chair that I'm sitting in. That's sweet. She's never done that before. Oh, you dropped it. But Holly did great last night. She only pooped once, which is fantastic, which is what she normally does. So I guess the first night was just a fluke. It was just kind of, I think it was just, you know, her body getting used to all the different medicines that they shoved in her. I gotta sneeze again. I took some allergy medicine. I'm just like waiting for it to kick in because freaking springtime, it kills me. My eyes are itchy, they're watery, I'm sneezy. It's just a bad day all around. God. Oh. And I hate when I have to sneeze and my eyes start watering and it just looks like I'm like crying or something, and people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I have to sneeze, but it's not coming, and then my eyes start to water so much. Ugh, it's miserable. So anyway, but yeah, so all the pups did great last night. Holly did normal last night, which is a good thing. Her poops are still not normal, but they're normal for her, which is good. So we're moving in the right direction. We took like a huge step backwards 2 nights ago, and then last night we're kind of back to where she was before, and then let's hope today and tonight and tomorrow, as she, you know, continues her medicine and everything, that tomorrow night will be an improvement and we'll continue to improve from there. So that's what I can hope for. Oh, thank you. She dropped her ball again. But right now I'm going to go eat my toast and go get some gas and do some cleaning and then go about my day. So I will see you guys in a little bit.